The Crown Prince Cup is considered the second most important cup in Bahrain after the His Majesty the King's Cup. Now, given it's had a status of a listed race, it became even more important. For us here in Bahrain, most of the planning is done to purchase horses to perform on these 2 days where it's the Crown Prince and His Majesty the King. So it's considered for us the second biggest trophy on the island. Ahdab, he's a very good horse. He's a nice horse in training. He's been doing well. We're looking forward for him to see how he competes with this level of horses. He's had a couple of runs here. He won his run that he had here, so now we're waiting to see how he will perform with a bit higher level.
Do you think it would need a career best performance to be involved here?
Yes, of course. In this type of race, we're very happy that it became to a listed status, so any winner will have to do his best career performance on this day. Arctic Vega has shown us good performance here. He won the 2,800 and he won 2,000 as well. So I think he will not be a stranger to the winning circle here. It was a bit disappointing, his last performance, but we've left that behind our backs and we're looking forward to see how he will perform tomorrow.
And what about your old favourite, Macaque?
Macaque, everyone knows he's the pacemaker of the race. Fingers crossed if no one bothers him and he's in the front, he might do it on that day. He's the type of horse, Macaque, if he keeps on going and no one bothers him in the front, yes, I think he will be very dangerous to the race. But the competition is very strong there on that field, so fingers crossed.
And what about Mars Landing? He's been the star of the Bahrain Turf Series, but beaten last time.
Yes, Mars Landing has been the star of the Turf Series. He lost, but he was in 4th place, so we're not very worried about him. He was carrying the top weight back then. Today, I think it's more of a fair field because they're all carrying across the same weights. I think he's going to be one of the horses to beat.
He's improved throughout the season. Do you think he's reached his level now?
It's very difficult to say with Mars Landing because he only does enough. So I think he's got something more.
TAWAAREQ is out in front here, and TAWAAREQ is going to run out a pretty convincing winner.
TAWAAREQ, he's a very good horse. He's got 2 runs here, finished second once, and on his last run he won the Turf Series. So he's going to be a big contender. We've got big hopes for him. David is very happy with him and the way he works.
And what about the fact, obviously, in the Turf Series he was carrying a fair bit less weight than the likes of Mars Landing, but this time he's going to be racing off the same kind of weight as them. How do you see him getting on?
Yeah, I think he will be okay because it's a fair race. They're all carrying the same weight, but I think he's got an advantage of half a kilo there. So let's hope it goes to his way.
Of your contenders, who would be the number one?
I would say it's between TAWAAREQ and Mars Landing.
And you've been used to competing against some European horses in the Turf Series races and the International Trophy. For the first time you've got European raiders in the Crown Prince Cup. How do you see them getting on?
I think that by now they've acclimatized, they've got on well, so there will be a very strong competition. It's an honor for us to be able to participate in such a race with international runners, and hopefully we can win it.